All right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lunch Table Sports.
Yeah.
I am Big Tystie, joined here in person by Saya right here to my right, and to my left, going in order here, we got Dimaj, Bush, and Trev. Dilly joining us on Zoom. Let's go.
Yeah,
Welcome back to the lunch table.
Miles away. Yeah, man.
We'll
Excited
all
to
be
be
together
here.
soon.
No, I'm sure. It'll be a great episode too.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody
Okay.
stay tuned for that one.
Hey, we got some NBA finals going on right now. The Warriors and the Celtics in a tight one, tied 1-1. Game 3 will be coming out or will be happening tonight, the day this episode releases. It's a 1-1 series. We'll start with Trev over here. Trev, who you got after at a 1-1 series? Who do you got taking it?
Give me the Warriors.
Yeah.
I don't think what Jason Tatum has showed me these past 2 games, I'm just not impressed. And
Has looked a little shaky.
Yes, and I think Steph Curry, Klay Thompson's going to turn it on because I think it will go 7.
Warriors in 7 though.
Warriors in 7.
All right.
JT really ain't got Kobe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the complete opposite way here. I'm gonna say Ticks in 6.
Ticks in
Ticks
6.
in 6.
You heard it from Bushy.
I think granted, I don't think we're ever gonna see the rest of this playoffs a JT performance of 12 points. I think well once per. But I think the rest of this finals we're not gonna see that. I think he's been cooking in the lab. I said that after the game 1, after the 12-point performance, dropped 16 more points, 28, So I think it's only up for him. Jaylen Brown, I know Saya, he's really impressed him these playoffs, really impressed me these playoffs. So I think, yeah, Ticks in 6.
Hot take here. I think if the Celtics were to win in 7, Jaylen Brown gets Finals MVP because Jaylen Brown has looked like the best player on the Celtics to me throughout this whole series, and honestly, a good bit amount of the playoffs. But personally, I think there's too much experience on the Warriors side to lose, and they're just as good defensively as the Celtics, and they got better shooters, more consistent shooters that got history. So we know Warriors in 6.
See,
Warriors in
before
6.
before I pass this back to Dimaj, don't think that's a hot take. I don't think he's the best player on the Ticks, but I also don't see that not happening. Him winning that MVP if they win. So, yeah, like we were talking about, really impressed us. So,
All right. Dilly, let's hear from you real quick. I want to save DiMaggio till last because he's got a foot in this race.
I can agree with Bushy. I don't think Jason Tatum will, be in the slump that he's in. Considering them going back to Boston these next 2 games. I do think I do have the Warriors in 7. This might be a hot take on my part, but I think the Celtics take both at home and blow a 3-1 lead.
Wow.
Wow.
Real quick, before we get to DiMaggio, I'll throw out my pick here. I think I agree with Trev. Little Warriors in 7. I think the Warriors having the home court advantage in this year. I mean, technically right now they don't have it, but if it were to go 7, it would be in Golden State for game 7. And I think that serves them a big advantage with that rowdy, passionate crowd that has that finals pedigree just as much as like the players do.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a really tough environment, especially for JT, who I agree has looked a little shaky through these first 2 games. I mean, he had a good game 2, but game 1 was not his greatest performance by any means. So I'm going to go Warriors in 7, but DiMaggio, let me guess. Go ahead.
So as a loyal Ticks fan, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. It sounds good when it rhymes, so Ticks in 6. But I feel like we're kind of overlooking or over analyzing Jason Tatum's performance right now. Scored 28 off of 8 of 19. Understand it's not amazing field goal percentage, but he's still shooting, which makes me feel comfortable, especially his 3-point percentage is up there. That's the main thing I do want to talk about, though, is Jason Tatum's facilitating. While he did only score 12 points off of a horrible shooting percent, he also had a team high in the playoffs, 13 assists in career high. I understand he's not looking the best scoring wise, but as long as he's giving opportunities to other guys that can score, I think he is still the best player on the court for the Celtics. I know Jaylen Brown's looked good, but even with Jason Tatum's shooting slump in the first game, his average shooting points per game is equal, if not better than Jaylen Brown's, with the playmaking aspect also being better. So yes, I can see Jaylen Brown winning MVP at the end of this if they were to win, but it's still going to come down to Jason Tatum facilitating the floor, playing great defense, and finally unlocking his scoring potential, because I understand he's looked shaky, not even just the first few games of this series, but he's looked shaky throughout the playoffs in specific moments. Yes, he's had high scoring games. He's looked good mostly against the Bucks, but since the Bucks series, it's been shaky for him. So I'm waiting to see that take over, but I think takes in 6. I think genuinely that's where it's going.
All right. Fair enough. We shall see. Like I said, game 3 will be tonight. And then I believe the next time we talk to all you beautiful people, we will be through game 5, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I do believe it'll be a 6 or 7 game series. There's like, what would it have to end in 5 now? There's no way it ends in 5 games for either team. But all right, moving on. We have our 3rd ever installment of the Lunch Table Top 10, quarterbacked by Trev this week. Trev, take it away with the Lunch Table Top 10.
This week we got the top 10 heartbreakers.
Nice. Wow. Okay. Hey, what's number 1, Trev? Come on, just tell me already. I bet I know what number 1 is.
All right, starting off with an honorable mention, we got the 2016 dunk contest.
Yeah. This is a great start.
All right, coming in at number 10, the 2016 NCAA National Championship.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Yep. That Lillard walk-off half-court buzzer beater to win the series. Coming in at number 9.
In Paul George's face.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was insane.
A little bit of this.
And we all
Wave
know this
goodbye.
one. 2013, Game 6. Back out down.
That is so bad. Spurs had the series in hand right there.
Let me hear your Mike Breeden.
James puts up a 3, won't go.
Rebound, Bosh.
Rebound Bosch, back out to Allen. His 3-pointer, bang!
Yes, sir.
All right, coming in number 7, we got the 2009 NFC Championship. The Vikings against the Saints, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
The Vikings were
Wow.
in field goal range. Come out with 12 men in the huddle. Next play, they got to throw the ball. Brett Favre, cross the body, interception.
Oh man, the Vikings radio guy Paul Allen, his call on that is legendary. He's like, what are you doing? We're a first down away from the Super Bowl. And, it was freaking legendary. That dude Paul Allen has so many great moments of heartbreak as a Vikings guy. Oh man.
Coming in number 6, we got the Kawhi bounce.
Oh my God.
Absolutely ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
As a Sixers fan, dude, I would have been. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I don't know how they have Sixers fans like still like present to like go to games and shit.
After that, he couldn't finish up.
Jimmy's got a few heartbreaks.
No.
Yeah.
I just
All right.
remember Joel Embiid like crying. They just like wouldn't get the camera out of his face. Like they showed him crying like all the way into the locker room. Just like, damn, dude.
Leave him alone, bro. You are the father.
Our little number 5, we got the Minneapolis Miracle.
Oh.
That's a good one.
I've ever seen a better finish to a football game, honestly.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Gotta feel
And
bad
such
for
a
Drew
worse,
Brees.
such
I feel like that was
or such like a worse like defensive play, you know, like all you had to do was give him a little tap out of bounds and that's game, you know. He straight went for the shorter tackle and completely woofed it.
It's like missing a game-winning field goal is one thing, you know, like throwing a pick
Right.
like on a game-winning drive is one thing, but literally being up with like less than 10 seconds left and then at zeros, literally they score a touchdown, like a literal buzzer beater. That's so gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
Oh man, that one's just tough to think about.
Literally just made the tackle, like
Exactly.
inbounds.
Dude just
game,
put his
done.
head down and ran out of
I
bounds.
don't think I've heard from that. Like, heard of that guy since that happened.
It was Marcus Williams, bro. Like Marcus, like ever since then, everybody's just been like, he's dog shit. Like, don't even look at him. But like, he still played well. But like, after that, like that one play literally made his career so far. Like that one play. It really is. One play can make your career as a DB.
All right, DiMaggio.
God
We got a
damn it.
little number 4 here.
Nah.
Nice little double doink.
I knew it was coming.
I've never been more sick as a Bears fan. Not even when we lost in the NFC. Nah. NFC Championship game against the Packers do not care about that. That moment just heart-wrenching. Like I've never been more sick. And like the worst part is when you watch the game back, like when it double doinks, like you see the Bears mascot just staring and he just falls sad as hell. Like it was awful.
You're telling me you're more
Mood,
heartbroken
huh?
that other than, you know, having Jay Cutler as your best quarterback ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, D-Mod. Yeah, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Right above the tape. You good.
All right, moving on. Number 3. We got the 28-3.
At number 3. Ooh, okay. This makes me excited for the top 2 here.
Yeah.
I'm not as mad as it being at number 3. But DiMaggio, you talk about feeling the worst. Imagine that.
Just seeing it crumble.
And you was talking all that shit. And you know I
Dude,
was.
oh my
I was probably talking all that shit.
Fire,
And-
dude! Oh my gosh, bro! I would be the same
That
goddamn
shit.
way, dude. I'd be on everybody's heads, bro. I'd be on Elijah's head. I'd be on Jordan's head. I'd be on everyone's head so goddamn quick if I was a Falcons fan like that. And I'm so glad the Cardinals suck and don't have a chance like ever to do that. So I'm good.
I should have held that Vince trophy myself. But, unfortunately,
That's funny.
that game left me as a fan just completely empty. I didn't even want to watch football. No, hear about no parades. Get out of my face.
So real quick, compare that feeling to the feeling of the Game 7 loss. Is it even comparable?
No,
No.
not at all.
So you were sprawling out on that basketball court for like 15 minutes.
Bro, okay, well, see, the thing is, it's more meaningful for the Falcons because the Falcons have only ever gotten there one other time, and then that was their second
Right.
time, and we fucking blew it. like talk about epic. It was about to be an epic comeback for the franchise, second ever Super Bowl. We would get that shit in a dominating W, and we blow it. No, but game 7 had me sad, but as a Heat fan, I know we're gonna be back there next year. Same exact position.
Can't wait for the Celtics to ruin that one too. Anyways, Trev, number 2.
And then lose in the finals again.
Real sad when they lose.
To the Suns.
and you'll understand exactly what you did to us.
Feels good.
All right, coming in at number 2, we got Malcolm Butler on the goal line.
Oh yeah.
That's a play that made it DB's career.
Yeah,
right there.
literally, that made his career.
I mean, hey, he's coming back this year.
All right, Trev. Well, before you say this number 1, I'm going to step out because I really don't want to hear this. Because I bet you I know what it is.
No, it's not what you think it is, but
Oh, let's go.
it's number 1 because just a little bit of bias.
Oh, I know this
All
is.
right.
I know this is. This one hurts the soul.
2012, Wild card. Tim Tebow. Shout out to Mary Thomas.
Oh, yeah, that
Yep.
First
Rip.
play of overtime. Traffic.
Yeah.
that one is tough.
Yeah. We're going into overtime. I'm like, all right, we're going into overtime. Let me go get some bev. I come back, sit down for 1 second. For 1 second. Touchdown. I was like,
God
serious?
damn.
The literal.
Dude, hey, Trev, you didn't even get to see it, bro. You just came back and it was like over.
no, I came back right at the snap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks, dude.
It was Demarius Thomas all the way up the fucking sideline into the end zone. I was like,
Are you shitting me?
no one can make that play.
Literally. Wow.
Another honorable mention to the Super Bowl. Los Antonio Holmes.
You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it.
I got to throw
He was
an
out.
honorable mention out there real quick. The 2014 NFC Championship. I mean, it makes me sick to my stomach to think about it. I mean, we were up so much fucky shit happened in that game. I mean, Morgan Burnett could have had a pick six to seal it, and Julius Peppers told him to slide. Why? We like chased Russell Wilson all the way to the right sideline on a 2-point conversion, and he threw like a turnaround huck up duck to the back corner of the other side of the end zone, and we just had terrible coverage on it. No, it was to that motherfucker Luke Wilson, the tight end, bro.
Wow.
We were finally gonna
Yeah,
get that
yep.
Brady that Brady Rogers Super Bowl.
And
we were
then
finally
of
asking
course,
for it.
icing on the cake, this motherfucker Brandon Bostic tries to play hero on the onside kick. Jordy Nelson is sitting right behind him with his hands out like this, eyes locked on the ball. You know Jordy's not dropping that shit. And here comes Brandon Bostic fucking misses that shit, and it was just over
I
from
got a
there.
couple-
Again, like first play of overtime, just deep to Tyler Lockett. It's over. Good night.
I
That
got a
one-
couple takes as well.
oh, that one
Yeah,
was
that's
gut-wrenching.
yeah. Damn, Tice. Yeah, I got a couple. Actually happened in back-to-back weeks. 2015 NLD or not NLDS, 2015 NFC Division Series game against the Packers. Last drive of the game, Aaron Rodgers, 50-yard pass down the field. Next play, 50-yard pass down the field, Hail Mary, touchdown. Overtime, right? Coin doesn't flip. Reflip. Cardinals win the toss. Larry does the rest, right? Heartbreaker for the pack. Dude, I cannot speak.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker for the Pack. I'm sorry about that. Next week, coming off a big win, 1 win away from another Super Bowl. Carson Palmer is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Larry Fitz is looking like he's in his prime, playing Cam and the Panthers after a 15-1 season and get blown the fuck
Smoke.
out.
I do remember that.
Smoked. Yeah, we got absolutely fucked in that game.
I just want to put on the record the one loss to that seemingly unbeatable Carolina Panthers team was a Falcons team that year.
Wasn't it like week 17 when everyone was
it
out?
was
Though?
it was late in the season. We pulled it off just to make them not go unbeaten.
That was the year.
Talk
that was
about
the year
best
that,
moment as
That was
a
the year the
division
Panthers
rival.
got blown out in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that
So
was
hey,
the-
back heartbreaks for you.
That was the year
It's,
that the Patriots and them were like fighting for that undefeated spot. And then we lose
Yeah.
literally the week before them, like the week before
Yeah, I
them.
remember that.
Yeah,
It's funny,
Yeah, it
those
was going
teams-
stupid. Yep.
Those teams that get to like 12-0, 13-0, it seems like they lose to the one team on the rest of their schedule that they shouldn't lose to. I remember 2011 coming off the Super Bowl win. The Packers were like 13-0, and we went to Kansas City and played a Dogwater Chiefs team that year. I think like Chad Henne was their starting quarterback.
When they were like that their season was awful.
Yeah, and we got beat by them like 15-7, bro. It was insane. I was like, what the fuck just
It's
happened to our
always the
perfect season?
Always the worst thing. We lost with you're some dog shit team. Imagine going like 17-0, 18-0, and like being the best team in the league and then losing to the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. I feel like that's heartbreaking. I feel like that's gotta be so heartbreaking. I can't remember a single team that's that happened
give me an
to.
honorable mention.
but-
Give me an honorable mention. The fucking helmet catch.
Oh, there we go.
The helmet catch. Honorable mention.
Helmet catch.
Oh, dude, when I saw that, because that's what I was at the Super Bowl party and literally everybody there were
Just
Patriots
look-
fans. Literally everybody there was Patriots fans. And I go
Hey,
inside after
Bush.
being like, I was on a what?
Keep going.
Oh yeah, I was playing on the trampoline at halftime, so I was like chilling, right? I was a young kid, go in there, watch the second half, then boom, helmet catch.
See, Bush.
Like, oh,
Bush, there's a bright side, but there's a bright side to that Super Bowl and the Cardinals' third Super Bowl is that we were young. We hardly remember it, right? You and
I
I
remember
would
that.
not
I heard it all the time
feel.
from Matt.
Well, no, we remember that, but I'm saying like you would not feel the same way back then as you would now if that happened.
Well,
True.
the only thing I do know now, as I didn't back then, is that Tom Brady has two dads, and one of them's Eli Manning, and that's sad to say, but it's true. So
Who's the other Nick Foles?
I was gonna say his other dad, but yeah, I mean, I guess he's got three now. Yeah, I don't know. Sucks.
You'd love to see it.
Nick
Fucking
Foles.
Philly special.
All right. Well, hey, lunch table top 10. Love to see it. You know, it's a great addition.
Oh yeah.
Great addition to our episodes, but yeah. NFL, moving on NFL. I know we had something to talk about. Sorry, I kind of took over, Tice. I just have
Oh, you're good.
I just have something quick to say about a couple things. Bears, the Chicago Bears are suspended 1 day of mini camp for abusing rules of the NFL regulations for putting pads on in the mini camp.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
And I thought that was pretty funny
Is that right?
because, you know, I could just see it, you know, hey, you guys got pads on? No, what the fuck? What you mean no? That's that Bears mentality for you. So
There you go.
Demodge, hey, that's 1 day of practice. That's probably the 1 day you guys really
I just want to say,
that's probably the 1 day of practice you guys really fucking need. Let me tell you.
I don't think, yes, like it sucks. It sucks. Yes, it is what it is. But honestly, I think it kind of shows the mentality that Matt's trying to bring to this team. Like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
stupid decision. Should have never done it.
Of
You're a
course.
dumbass. But at the same time, this new hit philosophy, how he wants this team to be ran, it's a lot harder and more
course.
conditioned. It reminds me of the old 2000 Bears when that defense was disgusting. I'm hoping that same mentality like Lovie Smith had with those Bears is the same that Matt brings. So honestly, yes, it sucks to see them suspended for a day. Probably the dumbest shit I've seen all offseason, except for 66 cases now against Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I'll take the 1 day of lost practice for a team that's showing their mentality right now. So it is what it is.
I thought that was,
Since DiMaggio brought it up, I think it's got to prove that the Cleveland Browns are just the absolute stupidest organization in the NFL.
Yeah.
Just boneheaded draft mistake after draft mistake after draft mistake after draft mistake after draft mistake.
The
In
one.
quarterbacks.
The one good one.
You try to weigh all those
Yeah.
draft picks.
Then
And
to,
still fucking-
then to get a good quarterback, say you did your research into what happened, and clearly you did not, because the last time they had heard about this, there was like
What, 20?
there's like triple the amount of cases now that we're hearing about.
44 because he asked for some rubber.
No, it's
But
66.
regardless
at this
of
point.
it,
66 now?
The Browns
That was 20 since I
deserve what they got.
Yeah,
'Cause
honestly,
they gave him all that money to really, I bet you, to try and fight off this case, because that's what it's gonna be for. 'cause
Even though he's got
he's
one-
not gonna
even
be
though he's
out.
playing for 1 million this year. or
Listen, I got a serious question. Do you guys think that this is like just a really fucked up fetish, or does this guy just have the worst game of any like major celebrity / athlete
Dude,
of all time, and this is
I-
like the only way
I
he can get his fucking rod serviced?
I mean,
Exactly,
like,
dude,
you know, like
That's what everybody would think, right? But like, if this dude on like 66 instances is fucking tried to get some masseuse to like rub him off,
He-
I mean,
But like
don't know.
the thing that's
Something's
making
not
me so
adding up.
confused is that like in this span of time, he was also dating this like super beautiful like Instagram model. Her name's like Jill
Right.
something, like
Right.
gorgeous. Yet now he's accounted with 66
Shoot your
times where he's
shot, man.
asked for a rub. And I'm like, what it dude? What is wrong with you?
So here's the thing. Like,
I did see the Texans provided like free hotel service to Deshaun Watson for like free massages with
I was gonna say before we go on that real quick.
It gets worse with undisclosed contracts.
Whoa.
Yeah. So there's definitely two sides to the story for sure. I mean, obviously Deshaun has a story. To say if it's wrong or right is not my opinion. But the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson never really had a good relationship in the first place, and that's why he requested a trade out of there.
They're setting them up,
and it seems like they did enable this type of behavior.
They're enabling his obsession.
You know, it might be. It's like the Miles Bridges thing we talked about earlier. It's like he's trying to. No, Bush. He posted on his Instagram story a cup of.
I saw that. But he's a rapper.
Yeah, me as well.
Oh yeah, he's a rapper. Yeah. Oh, okay.
God,
yeah,
you made it out.
But
He's out the slums and he's still sitting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I don't know, like, if the dude really asked 66 people for that. Maybe some of them are trying to stretch it out a little bit.
That's gotta be exaggerated.
Granted, he was trying to stretch it out a little bit too, but I mean,
with that many.
Yeah, there's it's.
66 within like a year and a half span.
It's kind of the numbers are stacked against him in all odds right now.
If he had the contracts,
right? I mean,
then we got to start looking into the Texas organization.
Yeah,
What's because it seems like they're kind of shady.
Yeah. I know football is, I know in the NFL, it could be very like hard on your body and you can get hurt very easily and all that, but like 66 massages within less than a year and a half seems kind of like
excessive.
Doesn't it seem ridiculous to you guys? I mean,
yeah.
Why do you need 66 massages for?
That's
no.
I'm not gonna lie. If I had the money for 66 massages, I'd be taking them all. I'm not gonna lie. Like
I would too. And they were free.
And if they free, I'm taking them. I don't care if I'm getting 3 or 4 a week. Like my back right now hurts. I'm not asking for no hand tugs, but like my back hurts.
D-Moj, listen, you and I can't say this shit though, because anyone would go get 66 massages and ask for a happy ending if they could. Right? I mean,
not 66.
I think it's like if he went and got a massage and then a little like rub and tug afterwards, like once or twice, and this is what it's all about. It's like whatever. It's 66 times. Like just rub one out yourself, like the rest of us, dude.
Dude, I just don't. I mean, exactly. I get where like the legality, whatever the word is.
That's the word.
I get the legal part of it, right? I mean, if you think about it, is it really like sexual harassment? I mean, he didn't. It doesn't say that he forced himself on them the other way. All he did was what? Ask for a hand job.
I mean, yes and no. Like in the terms of like all of it, looking at it, like asking for one is like weird still. Like you're not like doing anything to like force an issue. And I think that's where a lot of the cases come in. It was just him asking, and then like the 22 lawsuits were more than that. But like the other cases where you're asking, it's just weird though still, bro. Like, why are you asking for? Just go get some bitches, bro. like I don't know what you doing.
Use your throwing arm, bro. You got a cannon for an arm. I think you can do it pretty. No, he's not exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there shouldn't be really a problem with him doing this because he's such like Bushy said, normally such like a good looking dude, right? Then these masseuses shouldn't have any problem with doing it. But it's just, it's just thing. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Like, bro, you got everything going for you, and you gotta ask the person that's giving you a massage for a little extra afterwards. Like, go somewhere else. Like, if you're really that interested, go to a strip club or something.
I mean,
bro.
dude, you're
like,
an NFL quarterback, bro.
Thousands.
Just use
like, do that.
I bet you can do a better
people
job
be doing that on the corner. Like, you can just go pay one of those things. I mean,
Literally, do anything else besides asking the girl that's giving your massage right now to go a little lower. Like, chill out, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
This whole Deshaun Watson stuff makes the fact that never mind. I'm not even gonna say it.
It's not worth it.
I'll say it on the pod. I'm not.
So anyways, I know I brought up the Bears thing. There's one more football thing I wanted to get into before we get into the rest of the football stuff real quick. I'm gonna make this one quick. I did some research on Pat McAfee, just to get some pod ideas or whatever, and I saw his interview with Steve Keim, Cardinals general manager, so I wanted to look at it. It was about Kyler's situation, and he was saying, Kyler, he loves watching film. He's such a football guru. He knows he's the future and he knows he's the real deal, all that stuff. That's good to hear, right? As a Cardinals fan, after everything that's happened, it's good to hear. Steve Keim said he thinks a deal will be made over the summer.
So he's leaving.
This is great. Fuck you. This is great. Eric Burkhart, you guys know who that is. Kyler's agent. Okay. He's also Cliff's agent.
Cliff Kingsbury?
Obviously, Cliff Kingsbury. So obviously, Cliff and the Cardinals were able to work out a deal. This is what Steve Keim said on the pod. Ready? He said, as a big of a wrestling fan as I am, he congratulated Pat McAfee for his WrestleMania stuff. He said, I was thinking you set up a cage match for me and Eric Burkhart.
So the Cardinals GM wants to fight.
He wants to fight Kyler's agent because I think this is what it is. I think Kyler's agent was kind of stretching the whole thing just a little bit. Obviously, his agent came out with a public statement saying, this is what Kyler has done for the Cardinals. This is what we're gonna do if the Cardinals don't, make a move, blah 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 blah. And I'm assuming, because I've never heard Kyler say anything about that. So I think his agent is just being like, all right, dude, I'm just gonna control your life, just sit back and relax. I just think his agent is kind of like, making the whole situation, worse than it needed to be. What, D-Marge? What you got to say?
This man Bush just called him Britney Spears. Like, she's free now. It sounds like this man free too, but free Britney,
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, free Brittany, free Kyler, free Cliff. I don't know who this agent is. I would love to get his Instagram handle so I can have a little chat. Maybe we can get him on the pod. But yeah, I just thought it was funny how our GM being such good friends, I guess, with Eric Burkhart and him being like an agent of multiple Cardinals players within the organization.
Cardinals in-season Hard Knocks is going to be crazy this year.
It's going to be
It'll be-
so big.
Especially if they lose like two games in a row. Oh,
I don't think they
we have the
That's the
second. We have the statistically the second toughest schedule in the league. So
yeah.
I would not expect if we lose back to back a couple times in the year. I honestly, being a Cardinals fan, I'm not like, as diehard I am, and you guys would think like I would defend the Cardinals with everything I have, but I will not. I'm straight up. I think the Cardinals will finish third in the division this year, miss the playoffs for like 4 games, and be in like the top 15 in the draft. So I just don't think we have the defensive skill that we need for the opponents we have this year. I mean, we have the whole AFC West, 2 of them in 3 weeks, which is Chiefs week 1 and Raiders week 3 in Vegas.
2 L's,
So
perfect.
there's that. Yep, perfect. Obviously whole division, so, what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
Definitely could see the Cardinals losing.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dilly. I mean, I agree. The Cardinals very well could miss the playoffs, maybe probably finish third in the division. But then I see that video of JJ Watt on the sidelines last year just saying, maybe we're just better. And I'm like, damn, this team could go 17-0.
Yeah, literally, JJ Watt can make you feel like you can win every single game. Not even if he's
That's
playing
true.
well, just that
And
energy.
a
Squeeze
week
people's
after that video came out, JJ Watt tore like 3 muscles in his shoulder, out for the rest of the year. Cardinals went, 3 more weeks with D-Hop. D-Hop goes out, and then 1-5 the rest of the year, lose first round. So yes, Tice, JJ Watt, him on the field is going to help us win a lot with his size and his skill and his mentality. But if he stays healthy, we'll be good. Yeah. Little more Kyler for you guys. I know you guys love talking about Kyler.
Oh, we love that. We love it.
Real quick,
We all know Kyler's
wrapping
the
up some
best one in the
NFL
league.
talk. Shout out to Aaron Donald becoming the richest non-quarterback. Is it non-quarterback or just
Non-quarterback in general.
Yeah, richest non-quarterback in NFL history. With this new deal he signed, 2 years, 60 mil. 2 years, 60 mil.
2 years, 60
Oh,
million.
guaranteed.
And then,
isn't
I
it?
think he's got a 3rd-year option too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just absolutely insane. Obviously, well deserved. He's making his case as like the GOAT of the defensive side of the ball. Definitely at this point, probably the GOAT of his position. But
He is the best in his position ever.
Very well deserved. I can't imagine that he'd sign another deal after this one. I'm sure this is his swan song. Not to say he couldn't fuck around and win another ring, defensive player of the year, Pro Bowler, all that shit. Like,
He does that.
but yeah, I couldn't see him staying past this contract. But
Yeah, I think that this contract extension pretty much concludes his NFL career with the Rams, because the Rams, if you think about it from the Rams perspective, if the Rams didn't pay Aaron Donald, if they didn't pay Aaron Donald after that, after winning a ring and doing all and being the best player at that position for them, the entire locker room would have been mutiny. So it's just a situation of he's the franchise
Reputation.
guy. Yeah, he's the franchise guy, a cornerstone.
Yep. Since we're on the Rams, you guys see that Sean McVay wedding crash thing about OBJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, he only invited like, I guess, the captains and stuff. And then he told him like before the wedding, he's like, hey, if you crash my wedding, you have to sign with the Rams. Next thing you know, he crashed the wedding. And OBJ, like, he commented on it, and he's like, hey, man, he's like, he's a family to me, he's a family to them. And he's just like, blah, 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 talking about like, all good stuff about Sean McVay, which is a great coach.
Yeah.
But it seems to me that he's going to be trying to re-sign with them Rams.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't blame him.
You think he's gonna? What do you think he's gonna sign back though?
Hey, Sai, you need a mic,
bare
man. I
minimum
can't hear you.
Bet deal?
I feel like
he's worth more than.
I feel like OBJ is probably going to stay a free agent to like the first couple weeks of the regular season. I feel like once a big wide receiver goes down with an injury, I feel like he'll probably be the first picked up.
I mean, hey, the cards lost D-Hop right now.
Bush, dude. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying, dude. Think about it.
I take it all the way.
OBJ, D-Hop, and Hollywood 1, 2, 3 punch.
Why do I keep forgetting they have Brown now? I was watching a podcast the other day, and I'm like, yeah, that 1-2 punch with D-Hop is gonna be disgusting. I was like, who? AJ Green? That's awful. I was like, what are they talking about? And I was thinking about it, and then you brought that up. I was like, damn, Brown is on that team. Hollywood. That's crazy.
that is gonna be.
It still feels weird.
Which one quick question before we head on to our new segment. What are you guys' prediction for Hollywood this season? Yay or nay?
For who?
For Hollywood.
I'll go 75 receptions. I'll say at least 900 yards and 5 TDs.
I would say he's going to finish as a top 3 number 2 receiver. Like if you like at the end of the year, if you compare his stats to all the other like number 2 receivers,
Right.
I think he'll finish as a top 3 number 2 receiver.
Okay. Like it.
Oh, very true.
Yeah, he'll
My
be
bold
the
prediction
one
is he's not
first.
even going to finish as a top 10 number 2 receiver. I'm thinking about a lot of good receivers that are just number 2s. And with how the Cardinals run their system,
I mean, he's not
Yeah.
going to be the number 2 for 7 weeks.
But he's not really a
yeah, but I don't
Right.
even see him as a 1. I could see Rondale Moore in those 7 weeks being a better receiver than Hollywood Brown. Low key, I could see that happening.
I can too, but here's the thing. Rondale Moore is not going to be in a position in a top 2. He's not going to be a top 2 receiver.
No, he's not going to be a top 3
Because-
receiver, but with
because
all
with-
the
with-
attention going to Hollywood and Moore being the number 2 in that respect right there, Moore's going
Right.
to get that matchup that I think
Right.
everybody's been waiting
Yes.
for. So I think
Yes.
Moore's going to shine.
Yes, and he shined. I think he fucking shined pretty goddamn well last year. I don't know about you guys. He had a phenomenal catch
I'm gonna-
against the Niners. You know, dude's
I'm gonna say
fast.
he has a slightly above average season. And
Like, do you think this year will be the greatest season of his career?
No.
absolutely not.
Will he be
No.
better in the long run with Kyler than he would have been with Lamar?
Yes.
Yeah,
All
just because
day.
they have that college connection. But I'm gonna say
Cool.
slightly above average, and I'm gonna say in the long run, I don't even know if he makes a Pro Bowl with the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's
I'd say that Lamar is not to blame for Marquise Brown struggling. I think Greg Roman, as an offensive coordinator, does not attribute to his wide receiver skills too much. You know, Marquise Brown is a great speed receiver that just did not fit their system. So I think he'll just be better in the long run with the Cardinals.
Trev?
Yeah, I'm feeling what Sai said, honestly, but I could see 8 touchdowns, 900 yards, even from like 75, 85 receptions.
See, I like 900 yards because D-Hop hasn't even had a 900-yard season with the Cardinals yet, and he's entering his 4th with us. So,
all right.
or 3rd with us.
Dude, he's going to be dog shit this season.
All right. All right.
Sorry.
Tell me this. All right. I wrote down a couple names here. When D-Hop is back healthy and you have a healthy D-Hop and a healthy Hollywood and a healthy Kyler throwing to them, is he a better number 2 than Mike Williams?
No.
Is he a better number 2 than
No.
Adam Thielen?
No.
Is he a better number 2
No.
than Hunter Renfro?
I think that's closer, but no.
Is he a better number 2 than T. Higgins?
Hell no. I think Higgins could be a 1 receiver a lot of places.
Are there any
Yeah,
are there
yeah.
any number 2 or is he a better number 2 than Tyler Lockett?
No.
No, I think he could be. I think he could be towards the end of his
Fair enough.
career. But right now, Tyler Lockett's just such an incredible deep threat. You know, I don't think.
If you
know,
considered Lockett the 1, is he a better 2 than DK?
Oh, hell no. I've been saying
No, God no, dude. DK fucking sucks, bro. I'm so tired of his DK hype, dude. I'm getting so sick of his DK hype. Absolutely.
I'm saying it right now. I don't care. Y'all can hate on DK. DK is one of my favorite receivers in the league, and honestly, he's going to develop. He's still.
I'm just
developing
hating.
as a
I'm just
receiver.
hating on him because he's on the Seahawks. That's all. That's all.
Is he a
it is.
better number 2 than Jalen Waddle?
No.
No.
A better number 2 than Devonta Smith?
No.
No. I think that's the closest one
Okay.
so far. I'm not gonna
Look, you guys, I get it. All right.
Yeah,
Fair.
you're right.
Fair.
But who else? There's a lot of people have been talking about the Broncos and how deep that receiving core is. I'm gonna say Cortland's the one. Cortland is the number 1 receiver in that system. Whether or not you want Jerry Jeudy or Tim Patrick as the number 2, is he better than either of those guys?
I think he could be better than Tim Patrick.
Yes.
Jerry Judy's gonna shine. I think Jerry Judy's.
Yeah, I do think Jerry Judy's bound for a breakout.
The
Have you
funniest-
Jerry,
Yeah,
Jerry's
he
gonna finish
is.
one. Russell Wilson, fucking
I think last
Broncos
year.
country. Let's ride.
I'm gonna be
Yes,
honest.
wow.
I think Tim Patrick's the one I think is better than Brown. I think Jerry Judy's honestly going on a route where it's kind of scary. I don't think he's gonna be as good as people think he is gonna be next year. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Because they'll have a quarterback.
Jerry Judy's gonna finish the season as the one.
I think Cortland
Yes.
Sutton finishes a top 5 receiver though. Not gonna lie.
Because Cortland Sutton's been on and off with injuries, right?
But that boy Jerry Judy is raw.
He's raw,
Yeah,
but
I also want to throw this out here real quick. I remember that draft class. I was saying CeeDee Lamb's gonna be the better of the two, and look what happened.
yeah.
You guys all doubted me. You guys all doubted me.
Definitely thought Jerry Judy was gonna be better.
Both dogs, but still, shout out
Well,
to CeeDee Lamb.
That was the same draft as
Well-
Justin Jefferson. Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah. Because
Jetta-
it was,
Jetta's better
it
bowl.
was what Judy or
It was the two Bama, Oklahoma, and LSU.
yes.
Jetta went.
Justin Jefferson did get
Yeah,
Jetta
'cause
Jetta
Ruggs
went
went
what
first.
12?
Yeah. Ruggs was first, Judy was second, CD was
CeeDee
third,
was third, yeah.
Rieger was
Rieger.
fourth,
Yeah. Didn't-
and then fifth
Jet-
was Jefferson.
Jetta went 12, right?
And then who else went in that? Did Mims go in that first? Or no, there was another receiver who went in that first.
second round of that draft.
Was it?
Was there?
Third round.
Oh, there's another receiver who went in that
Trev.
first round.
Because there was 6 in there. Shit.
I was gonna say
Oh, well.
Jahan
Yeah.
Dotson.
It
but
obviously
I'm
don't
not
matter.
sure.
It obviously don't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll figure it out eventually.
So
But-
we have a new segment.
Hell
This segment's not like the other two, which is, obviously Lunch Table Top 10 and Tystie's schedule predictions. This is just, one that'll be, thrown out, every once in a while, just randomly here and there. Would you rather? Okay.
I'm with it.
Let's see. Let's go with, I'll start with the receiver. Would you rather Amari Cooper edition? How's that? Cool.
Ooh, okay.
So
Interesting.
why don't we each just take turns naming off a receiver of Amari Cooper versus whoever, right?
Okay. I like that.
I'll kick it off. Cool. Amari Cooper versus. Okay, I'm not gonna go first. I can't really think of anyone right now off the top of my head. I have to think in advance. Why don't we kick it off with Trev?
All right, Trev.
You got one?
Amari Cooper, Chase Claypool.
I got him.
Cooper.
What do you got?
Cooper. Sorry.
I'm gonna say because Claypool's ceiling could be high. I'm still gonna give it to Coop.
Yeah, Coop.
I mean,
Coop.
Chase Claypool being in one now, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Is it?
We'll have to see how he does as a one, because Juju was a one
think he's
all
a
the
one.
time, right?
I think that he's the X receiver in that room. He's the X
Oh, okay.
with.
But you think he's the one?
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson's a dog.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
there's a
yeah, but-
weird I think it's very similar to a concept with how it is with the Seahawks with DK and
I bet. Yeah.
Tyler. I think Tyler sees a lot more of the red zone and intermediate routes with Claypool being that big body deep threat. So I think there's a 1-2 punch there. You can honestly say 1A or 1B, but honestly, I think Amari's still better than.
Would you go, Tice?
Push.
I mean, if you're saying who's the better,
Who are you taking?
Who are you taking right now?
right now, I'm taking Chase Claypool because he's on a rookie deal. So, I can develop him and spend money elsewhere. I mean, if I'm just thinking like
Yeah.
in like
Yeah,
in the mind of a GM,
I'm
No,
just
no, no, but
thinking.
technically, the Browns just paid pretty much a smaller player contract and a 6th round. So pretty much a bag of chips for Amari Cooper on their deal.
fair enough.
I think Amari.
If I was getting him on the same conditions the Browns got him on, because are the Cowboys still paying his salary?
They're paying the guaranteed. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure. the guaranteed
Okay,
money.
yeah.
the
If I
guarantee.
could get him on the conditions that he's on, I'd take Amari Cooper. But if I was just like paying him like his market value right now compared to Chase Claypool's, I would take Claypool.
Since they are both on different teams now, give me Cooper, AJ Brown.
Oh shit.
Tough one, huh?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown,
yeah.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. Yes.
Give me
I think
Amari.
AJ Brown.
Give me Amari because
think-
I understand like you guys are looking at potential right now. Amari has still produced a lot more than AJ Brown has, especially with AJ Brown's injuries. So honestly, I want him.
Look at the quarterbacks.
I mean,
I
look
think-
at the
I
quarterbacks. I mean,
think-
Ryan Tannehill played it's not like I think we're overanalyzing the fact that Tannehill is an overrated quarterback,
Is he
but
Dak,
he
though?
still threw a good amount to AJ Brown when healthy. And
Mm-hmm.
he's still, I don't think AJ Brown's ever put up 1,000 yards. I don't think AJ Brown's been healthy for a full season. Amari's done all of it with multiple different quarterbacks.
But we're talking healthy. We're going into Sunday
Okay,
night
if
football.
we're talking
who
about
do you
healthy-
want? Who do you
healthy-
want right now?
Still want Amari.
Okay.
Still want Amari.
I think
you know?
I think Amari.
I definitely think it's AJ Brown. AJ
I think-
Brown, he could do almost everything that Amari can, besides having the sure hands.
I was about to say, I think Amari's got the edge on route running because Amari's
Because-
route running is
because
beautiful,
because
but he does have sure hands. But I think AJ Brown can do that. Come more experienced and better.
Exactly.
I think AJ Brown is more physical. He's the bigger big body, and the jump ball capabilities are a lot higher. But when I'm looking at the full body of work, Amari is a much better route runner. I think his hands are much more secure at this point in his career. I feel like Amari just is that receiver that I can depend on. AJ Brown still stresses me out in certain scenarios.
Hot take: I'm still taking AJ Brown over DK Metcalf.
No.
Dimaj, who's your versus?
I'm taking AJ over DK right now.
I mean,
That's not even
honestly,
DK is
Yeah,
mad
that's
overrated.
they were in the same draft.
Since you brought him up, boys, DK is mad overrated. I'm just putting this out there to the world. The dude has like not great hands and not great routes. I mean, he's a physical specimen, but the dude needs to put it together. I mean, for all the tools he has physically, like he is not even close to the most complete receiver in this league. I mean,
Megatron.
he is not no Megatron. I don't know. I feel like he gets very overhyped because he's got a fucking 24 pack and can run like a 4-1, but I don't know. I think DK needs a lot of work as like an overall receiver because I've seen a lot of drops from him in his career and I mean, it seems like he's most effective when he's just running straight. Like he's not really a super polished route guy, you know, but anyways, moving on.
I think with the verses, I'm trying to think of receivers that like are really close at this point in their careers. Honestly, Adam Thielen or Amari. I feel like that's you going Thielen?
I'll go Amari. I think that's really close though.
Amari.
I'm going Thielen too, but
No, go ahead, Bush.
I'm also taking Adam Thielen, but I'm gonna hear your reasoning and then I'm gonna give my reasoning.
I'm taking Adam Thielen because Adam Thielen knows how to score in the red zone. That's what he does for Minnesota. That's what he's been doing since he's got there. Him and Kirk got a great connection in the red zone, and he knows how to score.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also I agree with you there, and I also think we forget how good Adam Thielen really was in that one 2-season stretch. He was disgusting, like absolutely disgusting, and he was that dude.
like it was no Jay Jetta, it was just him. He was that guy.
He was that dude.
Yeah, that's basically what I was going to say. I was going to say that I really think the whole Justin Jefferson coming in really kind of took some light away from how actually good Adam Thielen is.
That guy's a monster.
He's a beast.
I mean, how many? I will say I took Coop, but I will say like Adam Thielen definitely deserves some spec. Not only was he undrafted and
D2, right?
got D2 undrafted, got discovered through like a regional combine in Minnesota.
Didn't he come over at like 20?
Yeah, he started his career like relatively old, but like how many players in NFL history can you say were part of the top receiving duo in the NFL with two different guys? You know what I'm saying? Like you could have definitely made the argument that him and Diggs were the best duo in the NFL, and I think now you can still make the argument that him and Jefferson are the best duo in the NFL. Like that's pretty crazy. I can't think of like really any other guy who has done that with like two different players on the same team.
Literally.
Well,
The funny part is, honestly, you can make the argument when Stephon was with the Vikings that Thielen was still the one.
Yeah,
He was
definitely.
playing that good.
That's why they traded him.
Yeah.
I think Tice, if D Hop were to come to the Cardinals earlier in his career, I think Fitz would be in the same conversation as Adam Thielen like that. You know, you got D-Hop and then you got Anquan Bolden at the beginning of his career.
True.
That is facts. I think even in 2014, you could have made the case that him and Michael Floyd were the best duo in the NFL.
Michael Floyd,
that dude was so nice for like 2 years,
he was
bro.
So nice, right? And then he went to the Vikings and then got like suspended for drugs or some shit. I don't even remember. And that was it. But yeah, Michael Floyd, he was gross.
And then that fucking receiving core, you had fucking
dude, John Brown, Javon Brown,
JJ Nelson.
Yeah, JJ Nelson, the speedster, bro. Oh my!
That was a dirty team, bro. That was
that was with Carson Palmer. That was with CJ2K, Andre Ellington, bro. Stop, dude. Tyrann Mathieu was a Cardinal still. Pat P. We had Antonio Cromartie. A lot of guys, dude. That team was special for sure.
Because Trev just thought of another one.
Okay.
Oh, if you haven't done it, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Would you rather take Coop or Godwin?
Wow.
Godwin.
Yeah,
Godwin.
give me Rod God.
Yeah, give me the Penn State.
Give me
product
Give me
himself.
Godwin. For sure.
I think-
yeah,
too,
give me
though.
Godwin.
I think
Give me Coop.
here's the thing on that. Here's the thing on that. I think Godwin, if he's not with Mike Evans, he arguably could be a one a lot of other places.
Right.
I think you could argue
Yes.
he's the one in Tampa.
I-
I mean, like,
honestly,
it seems like they really
season
just
se-
kind of passed the
I mean-
ball around at Tampa. Like 1 week, Mike Evans has like 8 for 190 and a touchdown. The next week, Chris Godwin has like 10 for 120 and 2 touchdowns.
And
The week after that, AB goes for like 13 for 99 and a touchdown. Like these dudes all just take turns being
It's
the
like-
one.
Fournette has like 200 receiving yards.
out of the back.
Dude, it's the TV12.
Chris
effect.
Godwin-
It's like, hey, bro, today you're getting a game. Next week, bro.
Chris Godwin. I mean, we talk about Mike Evans being what 6'5", right? Chris isn't Chris
Right.
Godwin 6'2"? He's still a big dude, and he's running and he's extremely fast. That guy's a monster.
But I'm taking Coop because just as Mario said with AJ Brown, he's got some injury history. Dude's coming off a torn ACL.
Yeah.
We're talking healthy.
Okay, let's go healthy mono on mono.
Coop.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting. I mean, I can see the argument. I definitely can. I just think Godwin's game at this point is honestly pretty similar to Amari's with the route running. I just think he's faster.
Mhm.
I think genuinely Godwin has a faster game to him.
Granted, Godwin does have some butterfingers sometimes, and we really haven't seen Coop have butterfingers.
Except for when he was at the Raiders.
But
I'm
just
still
like
taking- I'm
just
still
like
taking
Ty
Godwin.
said, it seems like these guys in Tampa just be throwing the ball around to one person a week.
When you got a
and-
4-year-old
and-
quarterback who
and-
can't run,
When but like
needs to
when,
go.
well, when you're looking at it,
One
like
of
I'm
those,
taking
actually.
a guy who's gonna get me 70 a game, 75 a game. I need that guy to do that thing, and I think Amari Cooper does that better than
Better than Godwin. Okay.
Yeah, I get that. Tice, who's your would you rather matchup?
No.
got both.
Oh man, I'm thinking about this one. I'm trying to think of a good comparison.
I got one. I got one if you're still thinking.
NSI hasn't gone in either.
Yeah, and if Cy has one too.
You know what? Tyreek Hill.
I would have I would have to say Tyreek. Just they're both going on to new teams this year.
Wrong.
And it seems like no. Okay, well, I should let me change my answer. Okay,
Good wolf boy.
till this day, Tyreek, because they're going on new teams. Tyreek has had more success with the Chiefs than Coop has had. I mean, he won a ring. All right, whatever. I'll take Coop over Tyreek in their new teams. But Coop as a Cowboy and Tyreek as a Chief, I'm taking Tyreek.
I have been saying this. Give me Coop no matter where Tyreek is. Tyreek is only good at running past people. He's only good at running streaks. His routes are not good. He's got butterfingers, and he's fucking 5'2". Give me Coop.
I'm also taking
Tyreek is not a good receiver. He's just good at running fast.
I'm also taking Coop until I see Tyreek produce not with Patrick Mahomes because like I don't know. I feel like his game, like a lot of his production came from the fact that Pat Mahomes throw the ball 80 yards. Yeah.
in the air.
So I don't know. Well, I could change my answer if I see a couple of games with him and Tua like in the regular season, but as of right now, I do gotta take
every day of the year.
Give me Tyreek.
That's something.
Give me Tyreek for sure. Because especially I think with Tua, it's about to be just as similar. I think McDaniels is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an offensive genius. I've been hearing on Dolphin sides of things because Falcons usually will have joint practices together in the off season. So I'd be seeing some Dolphins things. But it's McDaniels has explained the game of football different to Tua. And it seems like that is going wild right now because their practice is looking good. Not saying that obviously it's on air, but success is still there. Tyreek.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm thinking Tyreek because hear me out.
I'll take Tyreek.
Just as a receiver right now in present day,
Mhm.
I'm still taking Tyreek Hill.
He only runs streaks.
Bro, it doesn't matter. He runs streaks way faster than Amari Cooper.
It doesn't help.
Way faster.
It doesn't help.
And-
when he was underthrowing. Okay, but
But 100% know that
It's not even
Tyreek
it's not
as
even
a
that
quarterback.
it's not even that Tyreek just runs streak faster than everybody else. He runs outs faster than everybody else. He runs crosses faster than everybody else. He runs comes back. It doesn't matter. Bro, speed kills. Speed kills.
Yeah, think about it.
Speed,
100%.
Tua's also left-handed. The ball's gonna come out differently.
bro. Yeah. You're
Have
a
you
world
seen-
professional athlete catching a ball. It should not be that complicated.
No, I mean, especially the connection they've had so far. I mean, you can't, if you guys go to like the Dolphins page or whatever and look at like the videos of Tua throwing to Tyreek,
I have.
Butter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Then he's throwing bombs.
And just as a receiver themselves, don't matter what team they're on, just as receiver themselves.
'Cause it's about
I'm
timing.
taking Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
It's Tyreek. I understand the route running, like wanting to make the argument. Everybody's looking at how great he was with Pat Mahomes. Yes, he was amazing. Yes. He still played extremely well with Alex Smith, who was known as a game manager who did not like throwing a deep ball. Funny thing was, when Tyreek finally started playing, Alex Smith developed a deep ball.
Yeah.
That's when he developed it.
Connections.
Tyreek makes your quarterback better. That's the
Yeah.
funny part.
Tyreek have one Pro Bowl with Alex Smith.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
basically
and
when he
that
got
Pro-
there.
and that Pro Bowl came from him being a gadget guy and taking handoffs and being a kick and punt returner. He made the Pro Bowl as a special teamer, did he not?
That year, I think
but,
he did.
Okay, but then you're saying that, but you got to look at the evolution of Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek's only gotten better.
You got to give him the credit.
He's
that
gotten
made
better
That jump
as a-
to being a receiver,
Literally.
rather than just a
I don't
return
think
guy.
You can make the argument that he was a dominant receiver with Alex Smith. Like he made a Pro Bowl and like had an immediate impact in his rookie year, but I wouldn't say he had established himself as a dominant receiver with Alex.
I think the funny part is,
yes.
people say that, but Debo did the exact same thing at a higher level than Tyreek did. Yes, but Tyreek still made his game at first as a gadget player, which is what Debo's doing right now. He's a gadget player that has amazing rack, which is exactly what Tyreek did that first year. So if we're even taking that into account too, Tyreek.
Debo was drafted as a wide receiver though, and came in to be a wide receiver, and then like
So was
as-
Tyreek.
That was
No.
Tyreek was drafted as a receiver because he was drafted as a deep ball threat with return specialist capabilities. That's what he did amazing at Oklahoma State. And that's what they used him as in Kansas City the first like 2 years. And then when he finally got Patrick Mahomes, who could throw an immaculate deep ball, the game changed. And I think Tua can do that
We
too.
want to talk about people being drafted as receivers. Devin Hester was drafted as a receiver. Look what he did.
Okay,
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester was the greatest. He was
That's big.
Devin Hester was definitely not drafted as a receiver
They-
because he literally wore 23 because they put him in the DB room his rookie year.
He's the greatest returner of all time.
100%.
That's why they drafted him. Not because he was an amazing receiver. He was an all right receiver, but he's a great return. Like, I think, yes, Mari Cooper, great, and I defended him earlier. I think Tyreek is that much better, like genuinely, and we'll see. We'll see how it happens.
So quick plan here. We're at a long episode here. So let's do this quick. We're gonna have Saya do his matchup. I'm gonna do my matchup, and then we'll just each pick on which one we could debate on. We can quick golf, and then real fast Tice do his schedule. Saya, who's your would you rather?
All right, Amari Cooper or Terry McLaurin?
Coop. I mean,
Scary Terry. Give me Scary.
Better be a
Yeah,
$20 million
I think
man.
Scary Terry has yet to show his full capabilities.
That's the reason.
yes.
As of right
Yeah.
now, I gotta say Coop. That's just the more proven, more.
Just because, yes, same. Just because Scary Terry hasn't had like, I mean, the things Scary Terry has done with the quarterbacks he's had, I understand, his potential and shit, but like, yeah.
I think that Scary Terry has had the worst quarterback rotation you can start your career off with. I'm not saying that Ryan Fitzpatrick isn't a great quarterback. He's a great quarterback to an extent.
He can teach everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a great teacher.
Right.
But then he's gotten stuck with Taylor Heineke, who's just got his way from the XFL type shit.
Heineke is the most overrated
Yeah,
quarterback.
I agree.
I think so too.
Because he's a dog, like as a human being,
it's an
but he is
underdog
not
mentality.
a good quarterback.
Yeah,
Good at diving at the goal line.
not a great quarterback, and
A+ effort.
I mean, we're gonna see what he can do with Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than what he's had.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. All right. My would you rather? Okay, we got Coop or Odell, a healthy Odell.
Healthy
At this point in their career,
right now.
So if I'm getting Odell
Pre
in the,
ACL.
if I'm getting Super Bowl Odell.
Yeah.
Like it. Okay, yeah. Or like Giants.
If I'm getting
Like after his 3-finger catch, Odell.
if I'm getting prime Odell, give me Odell.
We're getting prime Odell?
Okay, I said that wrong. I'm saying just
Okay, so
Super Bowl,
Browns-
Super Bowl OBJ.
so-
healthy Odell in general, just like before all of his injuries, Odell.
Super Bowl OBJ.
Super Bowl
We
OBJ.
just gotta go with what happened
Well,
now, and I think
It's still OBJ.
Still OBJ. I think so too. I think so too.
I think like, people be saying that dude's only known for his catch. That guy is
It was
an
'cause,
absolute monster.
Dude, he's such a
so early on, so it was so easy to forget
I mean,
about it.
dude did that like week 12 his rookie year?
Yeah.
literally.
Like, come on.
yeah.
And then before that season was disgusting.
I also want to say that that year when that catch was made, I don't think people want to make such a big deal about the catch, but literally it was a big deal. Like that changed the momentum of everything that happened in like everybody's lives at that point.
Oh,
I remember going through middle school and everybody was trying to catch the ball one-handed, saying
three
Odell
fingers,
with
with three fingers.
literally just screaming Odell. The new Madden games changed their whole way of playing because of it. They added the whole jump ball simulator with the aggressive catch, the rack, the possession. Everything changed because of Odell. So yes, like that one catch made his career, but it changed so many
Everything.
different. It literally
Yeah.
changed everything.
I mean, he was also before that catch even happened. He was still having the rookie of the year award.
Literally
Like
the
he was
best rookie season
at,
so
like
far.
before that.
And
yeah.
and as
And
we've all talked about in our earlier, probably our earliest episodes, Baker Mayfield is jack shit.
Literally.
So
love Baker
his
Mayfield.
time in Cleveland was can never really
I
be
love
brought to
dog
its full
quarterbacks.
potential.
Like Gardner Minshew's a garbage quarterback, but I love that dude because he's just a dog. Like as a person.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you might hate Baker on the field, but off the field he's a dog.
Right.
Baker off the field?
Dog.
I'm be honest, Baker off the field.
funny as hell.
Baker
I
off the
love
field is a bitch to me.
He's a
Yeah.
dog. Look at that
Baker
stash.
should just
Look
stick
at that
to progressive commercials.
I
That's the most entertainment I get out of Baker Mayfield is this commercial.
I got
Gardner
no, I
Minshew
got no
rides the bench
respect
and
for
he's still a
Baker
dog.
after he said on that podcast that like he wishes he could go into an office building and just like boo at somebody and like standing over their cubicle.
That-
Like,
that's
grow the
like-
fuck
that's like
up, dude.
soft
You're
stuff,
getting
yeah.
paid millions of dollars. Yeah, you're gonna get booed when you fucking suck. Like, get over it.
That underdog mentality.
Most
still
people
lives on.
working in a cubicle like don't suck at their job as
Hey,
bad
and
as
you
you
can't
do.
tell me that when he was flipping off the sidelines and told him to suck it, like that shit was
No.
funny.
I'm tired of Baker Mayfield's underdog mentality. Underdog mentality is cool if your story's right. Baker Mayfield's story was not right up till in the NFL. The story of his NFL career was a number one draft pick. No, I think what was he, number one overall?
Yeah,
right?
number
To the-
one
to the
overall.
Browns. Yeah. So you were drafted to be the man.
You're not.
No one,
underdog
you're not
anymore.
an underdog anymore.
Mhm.
Everyone had confidence. in
You
him.
were an underdog at Oklahoma. Like his before that run, like when he had to transfer, do everything. Like yeah, underdog. Once you get picked one overall, you have no more right to call yourself
Exactly.
an underdog. You are that guy.
They
If
thought
you
you
do
were
not
the best
perform,
quarterback in that class.
Literally,
Clearly, by
you
being
have to
number one.
play, and you didn't. Everybody, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen.
Lamar.
I remember when I said Josh Rosen was going to be the best quarterback from
You
that
can
draft
take- you can
class. I
take
fucking
Baker
hate
over
myself for
two
that.
guys. taking Baker
over Darnold and Rosen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can take him over two of those guys.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those dudes were awful. That's why. They were
Same
awful.
Demon in college.
I mean,
I
Demon
can
in
say that.
college
I can say that.
as an SC fan. But I mean, anyways. But yeah, I mean, I guess I think that cuts it for would you rather's.
To conserve time a little bit, we'll just talk about Live next week. I'm sure in the next week even more people will sign, so it'll just be more to talk about then. But let's jump right into another new segment. We did kind of a first episode last week, not really knowing it was going to be like a first episode, but I'm going to be going through every team in the league, giving my schedule prediction for them. We started last week with the Bears. I had them going 5 and 12.
12.
Yeah.
Lies.
And,
Lies.
Lions
so
are finishing
now
well.
now staying in the NFC North, we move on to the Vikings. So let me give you my prediction for the Vikings. We start off week 1 at home versus Green Bay. I have this as a loss, losing 28-17. I just think Rodgers is going to come out hot, and the Vikings aren't going to be able to hang. And I think our defense will show up in week 1, only allowing 17 points on the road. Week 2, going to Philadelphia. I have this as another loss, losing 27-24. I think this is going to be a really close game, but I like what the Eagles are cooking up this year more than I do the Vikings. So moving to week 3 versus Detroit. Detroit at home. First dub of the year. I have them winning this 31-20. I think Detroit is going to get cooking this year, but I don't think they're going to be cooking early. I think it's going to be kind of a slow burn, maybe finish hot type deal for them. But
Trash.
moving on to week 4 versus New Orleans. I believe this is a London game, and I have them losing 21-17.
To LASIK James.
Mm-hmm.
LASIK
I think
Jameis is
the
gonna lead the
Saints
league.
defense is going to be really good this year, and yeah, I like what the Saints are cooking up too. you
How
know?
the hell did they have like negative cap space and all of a sudden turn their team like to an even better team than what was
Yeah, the
was last
Saints
year?
cap guy, like get him on trying to cure cancer.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Offense costs more than defense.
Absolutely.
Play as far as player wise, you could get way more value
Their offense is
for with way
disgusting
less
now
money
this
for
year
the-
too.
Unless you're like
on the defensive
unless
side.
you're
Of
like
the ball.
Jalen Ramsey, like JC Jackson or Jair, like other than that, defense is cheap. And I guess now AD.
I mean, you
Yeah.
got Marcus May, Tyrann Matthew, you got Jarvis Landry, you have Michael Thomas coming back.
Yeah. Overall, you just find more because you get way more
I would
value
want
out of your depth guys on defense
How is
than you
AK
do
not
offense. Because most defenses go through more injuries than an offense.
Because if AK comes back this year, that team is going to be gross.
Yeah, I do think they're going to be good. They got Olave too. Michael Thomas coming back, hopefully.
Jameis will be throwing for 5,000 passing yards again
Probably.
this year.
30 picks though.
Nah,
LASIK.
No, LASIK. Yeah,
LASIK.
he's all the way back. Moving on to week 5, third home game, or well, I guess coming back home. They got the neutral site against the Saints, but back home against the Bears. I have them winning this 35-14. Yeah.
For sure.
Sorry about it.
For sure.
I mean,
For sure.
that division game, I just think that's a kind of a little wake up in week 5 for the Vikings. Week 6, traveling to Miami. I have them losing in the sun 31-21.
Mm.
Sun. And so then moving into week 7 at the bye week, they are sitting at 2-4. So kind of a rough start for the Vikings here. Coming out of the bye week at home against the Cardinals, I have them losing this 27-21, maybe an overtime game. Cardinals walk it off with a touchdown. Could see that. Week 9 at Washington Commanders, I have them winning this 27-20. Week 10 at Buffalo, I have them losing this 41-10.
Damn, stop.
For their most devastating loss of the season.
Stop.
So yeah.
I love Josh Allen. I hate that he's on the Bills.
Week 11 versus Dallas, Dallas at home, I have them losing a heartbreaker 24-23. All right. This puts their record to this point at 3-7. So not too good for them. Week 12 at home again against the Patriots. I have them winning this 34-24. I don't like what the Patriots are cooking up this year. Sorry. Thanksgiving game, yeah. Week 13, third home game in a row against the Jets. I have them winning this 28-24.
Okay.
Week 14, going on the road for the first time in a while to Detroit. I have them losing a barn burner 17-9.
Wow.
All right. Going on to week 15, back at home against the Colts. I have them losing again 28-14.
Okay.
Moving on to week 16, a little pick me up against the Giants. I have them winning 31-10. Moving on to the last 2 weeks of the season, both divisional games, both on the road. First at Green Bay, this is a loss 35-21. And to finish off the year at Chicago, I'm sorry, they win 17-10 in the cold to finish their season with a record of 7-10, missing the playoffs, finishing third in their division.
So you're telling me the Lions are about to be second in that division?
Yep.
I'm sitting here right now,
Dude, I mean,
and nothing. No, I will bet you each $100 that the Lions do not get second in
buddy,
division.
they're filleting up some.
I will bet
barbecue
each of you
chicken.
$100 right now.
I will wait to place that bet until I see what they're cooking up on Hard Knocks.
Gonna be jack shit on Hard Knocks.
Dan Campbell's going to make me run through a wall watching that over and over and over again.
They're cooking something up in that Honolulu Blue over there in Detroit.
Facts. Shout out to Zod Downs. Facts.
I think you might.
Dilly, are you on mute?
Dilly, are you on mute?
Dilly, are you on mute?
Nice job, Dilly.
Hey, just come
Great
home. Just
job.
come up. Hey, just come back to Tucson. You know, we can do this all together.
Dude, I know. I will be there. Oh, I will be there. Dude,
Just come down this month. It's a business trip.
For real.
dude, hey, if I gotta fly down next week for a couple days, do this, I will.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, 500 views, 100 likes. Fly out to Tucson for the next sode.
All right.
All right.
Come on.
Try and get that out there.
That's it. 100 likes. 100 likes.
100 views, I think we can do 100 likes. Let's bump that down to like 10 likes.
Okay. 10 likes are mostly viewed videos, like 4 something. So why don't we go 450 views and 10 likes?
Damn. All right.
And then if we get to, hold on, let me see how many followers we have. We also have to get to 60 followers. We're at 53.
Okay. All right.
7 followers, like 19 more subscribers and 50 likes or 10 likes. I'll be there in Tucson for episode 18.
I bet.
Make it happen, people.
Come
Yep.
on now. We need Dilly.
Go,
here with
boys.
us. All right.
Well, all right. This was a fire sode.
Yes.
Like we said, we got to get all of us together to do some IRL stuff. But yeah, we'll be back next week for episode 18. Stay tuned for a potential lunch table trophy presentation live stream. If the Celtics take your hand off that, you have not earned it yet. But yeah, we might be throwing something together for that if the Celtics find themselves in a potential clinching game. But yeah, I'm a little doubtful of that as well. But we'll see. But yeah, I think that does it for me. Any final thoughts from any of the boys?
No, sir.
Good for me.
All right.
Go Tigers.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell if you
Want to stay updated on when we drop our
Instagram.
video.
Yeah, real quick.
Like
Shout
us
out
on
to-
Facebook.
Real quick. Shout out to my boys Jaron and Callan. They be telling me they watch all of our videos. So shout out to them boys.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Hey, shout out to you guys. Let me tell you a little something. I did some analytics research on our page. Sad to say we get about an average 6 minutes of watch time. So shout out to you guys for watching our
Shout out to the 6 minuters.
Hey,
Let's go.
Oh,
watch
damn.
out for season 2 coming here in about a month.
It'll
or
be
two.
fire. Hey, you guys
In
are
season
fucking-
2, those first 6 minutes of every video are going to be electric. So
Yeah, so
They might even be 6 minute pods.
yeah, we'll be drawing them in for longer. But
Yes. Cool.
oh yeah. All right,
All right, boys.
everybody. Stay groovy.
Yep. We'll see you next week.
Moses.